Nice game! You almost broke Van Cobbler's record for most points in a half.
Thanks. I think I can break all his records. But my feet are killing me. If my feet hurt, I'm a goner in this game.
P.U. Now your feet are killing me. They reek! Dude, what's with your foot?
My career is over. No!
Ready for launch! There's no way you can make that dunk. It can't be done. Impossible!
Don't tell VK what he can't do.
If you want to fly like Keith Van Cobbler, you gotta sport KVK ones.
Coolest shoes ever.
And they'll like totally help me tear it up on the court just like the pros.
If a scientist is the best, it's not because he has the coolest test tubes.
Coolest shoes ever.
I'm gonna beg my parents for them right now.
Coolest shoes ever.
Can you believe how they all got sucked in by that commercial? Abby?
Huh? Yeah, total brainwash city.
Nice shoes you've got there, Abby. Say, did you notice my new KVK ones? Sure you did. Let me show you. The contour fitting gives your foot a tight, foamy hug. Each shoe has a spray, creating optimum humidity for maximum comfort. The insoles massage your feet as you take these shoes to the limit. And the VK1 stereo accessory allows the KVK ones to become the soundtrack of your life. And they have super bounce capability. If you want to fly like Keith Van Keebler, you gotta be sporting the KVK ones.
His name is Van Cobbler, for starters, Paige. He holds 50 scoring records, he has a dog named Cobbs, his favorite food is corn on the cob, and if you were a real fan like me, you'd know that.
All I know is that I have the shoes and you don't. Game over.
I can't believe everyone wants those shoes just because some pro athlete wears them. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Agents, we have a situation at the basketball arena. Report there immediately.
What kind of situation?
A festering fungus-filled one.
Cool.
Beautiful feet. Ruined.
Wow. I knew some basketball players had big feet. This is ridiculous.
That looks like the nastiest case of athlete's foot in history. Look at all those KVK ones.
Time to get a closer look. It's a fungus festival. There are too many strains here to count.
We need to get a sample to Lab Rat for analysis.
You're right, Ty. These babies are filled with funky fungi. Check it out. Athlete's foot is a pretty common infection. The fungus chomps on old skin cells and then multiplies. It causes dry skin, intense itching, inflammation, and blisters.
Keith Van Cobbler had a case of athlete's foot once, but he still got 25 dunks in that game.
All those infected players were wearing Van Cobbler's shoes.
Of course they were wearing them. They're pros, and KVK ones are the best shoes ever.
But why with so many different strains of fungi found in one shoe?
Those shoes were from the crime scene, the locker room. Maybe they were cross-contaminated.
I guess, but it seems highly unlikely.
Have you found the cause of those disgusting funguses?
Fungi.
What's your language?
We think we might have found the source.
But we don't know.
Well, you better find out soon. I just had my feet done, and I don't think my tender tootsies can handle a fungus infestation.
I can't believe you think the KVK ones have something to do with the outbreak. Keith would never let that happen.
There's only one way to find out for sure. Time for some snooping.
These shoes are hot, hot, hot. The only pair we got left are those. Size 23. You're out of luck, kid.
Abby, what are you doing?
It's research.
Those shoes have been spiked with fungus.
You don't know that.
Hold still. Picking up something. But the results are inconclusive. Take them off so I can get a clear stand.
No way. This must be how it feels to be Keith. Did you know that this is Keith Van Cobbler's hometown?
Yeah, you mentioned it about 100 times.
And he went to Ringworm Junior High, just like me. That's why they're
dedicating a statue to him. I know. We're late. Give those things back. We've got to go. If we don't get to class, they'll be dedicating us to detention for a week.
All right. And once Keith had a triple-double in overtime, and...
Fascinating. Do you smell moldy old cheese?
More like sweaty, moldy old cheese. Ugh, isn't Meatloaf Day in the cafeteria?
It's worse than that.
What could be worse than... Oh.
Ew, gross. Gross.
Look! Blisters, scratching, smelly feet. The foot fungus has spread to the school.
Notice anything?
It has to be a coincidence.
You'd better hope so. You tried those shoes on too!
And that's the third All-Star this week to go down with foot problems. We'll be right back to Sports Zone Weekend Extreme after this. Ready for launch!
Not again.
There's no way you can make that dunk. It can't be done.
Mom! Dad! I need a pair of KVK ones! They're the coolest shoes ever! They create optimum humidity for maximum comfort, they have super bounce capability, they're the soundtrack of your life! The soundtrack of your life! And they're endorsed by Keith Van Cobbler, the greatest player ever!
Didn't you just get new basketball shoes last month?
But these are different! Just ask anybody, they're so cool!
You don't need shoes to be cool, and believe me, I know cool.
Oh.
Can it be an early birthday present? What if I promise to mow the lawn every week? I'll get straight A's for the rest of my life! Fine.
If you want to fly like Keith Van Cobbler, you've got to sport KVK ones.
Have you forgotten what those things are doing to everybody's feet?
That's inconclusive. You said so yourself.
Not anymore.
Are those yours? Size 8?
The Bureau bought them, for research purposes. I wouldn't wear Van Cobbler's shoes.
Why not?
The man's a total one-way player. He never plays defense. My full analysis is complete. These KVK ones are new, but the insoles are just as fungi-filled as the used shoes you got from the locker room. No chance of cross-contamination this time.
It just can't be the shoes.
And look at this. Just because you've got the fungus on your feet doesn't mean you'll get athlete's foot. The conditions have to be just right.
Like the conditions inside these, right?
Yep. Fungus heaven. It's like they were made for the job. Time to face facts, Abby. This is no coincidence. These shoes are the cause of the funky feet.
Maybe Van Cobbler could shed some light on this dark, damp subject, huh?
What would he know? VK is just the spokesman for the shoes. He's totally innocent.
But we should at least go to the shoe factory and look for clues.
I guess so. VK is so cutting edge. The entire place is automated. No employees.
Or no witnesses. I think we'd better take a sample of that stuff. It's the same mix of super fungi we found in the shoes and the locker room. This is definitely the cause of the athlete's foot epidemic.
When VK finds out that somebody's sabotaging his shoes, he'll freak.
Huh? Look, an office. Let's go see if anyone's home.
Sweet. I can't believe it. I'm in the office of Keith Van Cobbler.
Why would Van Cobbler have an office in the shoe factory if he's just a spokesperson?
Keith cares about endorsing quality products. He said so himself. Look! It's the first basketball he ever dunked! And this is the backboard he shattered in the All-Star game? Oh, he's a total star!
He's a total egomaniac. Heavy on the maniac. Look, up-and-coming basketball players, all wearing KVK1s, and all out of action with severe cases of athlete's foot.
VK must be investigating the epidemic too.
Time to face facts, Abby. He's been infecting their feet on purpose.
That's crazy. VK is the most famous player ever. Why would he do that?
So you kids want VK's autograph?
Keith, it's really you.
Abby, what are you doing?
I'm your biggest fan. I can't believe I'm meeting you.
Why are you intentionally contaminating your KVK1s with foot fungi?
What? Why would VK do such a thing?
Yeah, why would VK do such a thing?
If someone is spiking VK's shoes, VK will have to stop them. VK thinks that we should work together to solve this mystery before anyone else gets hurt. What do you say, kids?
Wow, I'm gonna be on the same team as Keith Van Cobbler. I told you he had nothing to do with this.
But first, who's up for a game of one-on-one with the VK?
Oh yeah!
Abby, get out of the way! This is crazy! Van Cobbler's such an egomaniac, he's trapped us in his own shoes.
VK is sorry for confiscating your stuff, but he couldn't let you mess with his factory.
But we're not responsible for ruining your shoes. Let us go and we can find the real culprit.
Newsflash, you're looking at him.
Tell him he's wrong, Keith. Let us go. We can help.
Why would VK need your help? VK's at the top of his game. And with all these ball players getting laid up with athlete's foot, nobody will ever be able to break VK's records.
So that's what you're up to. You're eliminating the competition.
You did spike the shoes?
The first shoes were a test, and it passed with flying colors. Next, VK will send his shoes to stores all over the world, and VK will be the greatest.
You know, the way you keep referring to yourself in the third person is really annoying.
VK doesn't care. Tough break, sports fans.
He's sending us into that batch of fungus broth.
Now excuse VK. He's got a statue being erected at the school. Gotta prep the speech.
You'll never get away with this.
Don't ever tell VK what he can't do.
I can't believe it! I was his biggest fan!
I'll help you tear down the posters in your room later. Right now, we have to get out of here before we get marinated in flesh-eating fungus sauce. Well, at least you finally got the shoes you wanted.
That's it! The KVK1s are the answer! I'd say it's time to expand our options.
Right. How's that go? Gotta go big or go home?
For a non-sports fan, not bad. Fungus-infested feet! Oh, don't fail me now!
It's working!
A little more!
Cool! He should have shown that in the commercial.
Oh, this is on now.
Oh, yeah. It's no big thing. It's good to be king.
Your reign is about to end, Your Highness.
It's time to be inducted into the Hall of Shame, Van Cobbler.
Next time, VK should wait until they fall into the vat before leaving. Oh well, VK must live and learn. Don't think your game plan counted on this!
Something tells me that's not a regulation ball!
So, you like VK's wrecking ball?
I could live without it.
What's the matter? You want VK to take his ball and go home?
This game's not over yet.
Say, have you squirt seen the new KVK1 Deluxe Edition? Only one pair exists in the world.
What's so special about them?
This.
I had to ask.
Just one more reason VK's unbeatable on the court.
Abby, head for Van Cobbler.
No. Where's my defense?
That's it!
Did you really believe that you could beat VK with the oldest trick in the playbook? Please.
Okay, now what? We're out of options, and I'm out of breath.
We need to go after his weakness. He might hold every scoring record, but there's one thing he can't do. Play defense.
It's time to take you down once and for all. Van Cobbler's on fire!
We've got something for you, you big ball hog!
You don't have any teammates to hide behind now, Dan Wobbler!
Hey, stop it! That's a personal foul! Sometimes words hurt too!
Abby, what's wrong?
The fungus is really messing with my feet.
Come on, Abby. It's the bottom of the ninth. It's 4th and goal. 30 seconds left on the clock. You've got to play through the pain. Suck it up. Get it out and give it 110%.
Better.
I guess I do have a little sports fan in me.
Okay, we've only got one chance to do this. You distract him while I go for the win.
Team Grossology rules! Hey, Van Kibble! Go long!
Okay, no more fooling around. This ends now.
You got that right.
Mommy!
Awesome. Woohoo! And the crowd goes wild! Oh, my aching feet.
Who needs the pros? That was the greatest dunk I've ever seen!
And incidentally, it wasn't the shoes, Van Cobbler. It was all me.
Why would you do this to VK?
And he drives to the net. Score!
Woohoo! Yeah! Yes!
Hi, kids. Another tough workout, I think.
Scored tied. Can't talk.
And a sports fan is born.
Dad!
What?
Yeah, we're missing the big game.
It's time you two couch potatoes got away from that television. Sports are for playing, not for watching.
And to inspire you to get moving, we have a surprise.
We got you the shoes you wanted.
But
The AVA ones.
AVA ones?
They were in the bargain bin. Can you believe it?
Yes?
Wow, Abby. Everyone in school is going to be so jealous.
Oh, don't worry, Ty. No need to be jealous. We've got a pair for you, too.
You know, suddenly fungus doesn't seem so bad.